So most people think that manifestation is about thinking positive or having vision boards or visualizing yourself. But the core part of manifestation and what actually determines your reality is what you consistently declare as the truth, and not just out loud, in your inner dialogue, in the way you speak to yourself, in the way you speak about yourself, in the way you speak about your reality, in the it is what it is statements that you make on a daily basis. Because words are not just words, you guys. These words are your assumptions about your reality. These words are what you believe to be true. And every single thing that you assume about reality and every single thing that you believe to be true is what is actually determining your actual reality. And that is why, you guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to speak to yourself in a way where you actually naturally attract everything that you desire and start speaking or casting the spell of words into existence, so that whatever you speak and however you speak actually does come to life. So without wasting any further time, let's get into it. So here's the thing people don't understand about the power of words. Most people think that to actually speak into existence, so your dream reality, all you have to do is speak positively. So if I keep saying that everything in my life is amazing, everything in my life is beautiful, and I want love, I want these things will happen. But no, the real reason why the power of speech is so important is because the way you speak says very much less about what you speak, but it says a lot about your internal assumptions about yourself and about your reality. So it's not so much about what you say, but it is about what you believe on the internal, out of which you're saying these things. So if I say things like I want love, I want to date, I want these things, on the surface level it feels okay. I'm saying that I want love and I want these things, but internally what this is revealing about me is that I feel like I'm lacking something, I want to feel chosen, and I feel like I need something outside of myself to complete me. So it's not so much about the words and speaking positively, but it's about the internal state you have on the inside. So the goal is to not actually speak positively, but the goal is to change these inner assumptions that you have about your reality. So now we're going to see exactly a step-by-step process to change these inner assumptions and to change the power of our words. Step number 1 is to actually identify the sentences and the ways and the phrases you're speaking about or you're speaking in your reality on a daily basis. And when you can catch these phrases and catch yourself saying anything which you feel like you don't really want in your reality, that is exactly when you can make real changes. So from today, for the next 1 week or the next 1 month, start catching all the things that you say about yourself, the repeated phrases that you keep thinking. And we may think that I'm very positive and I'm very this, I'm very that, but honestly, so many people I see on the daily and they keep repeating these phrases that I know are not serving them. And because I can see that, I know that this is exactly why they're experiencing the reality. One of my friends, she kept repeating the phrase that my life is hard, I have to struggle so much, everything is so hard, traffic is so bad. And even though she was just complaining, that revealed to me her internal state. And because she was experiencing such an internal state, she kept attracting situations that were again hard. So you really need to catch yourself, and you need to catch all of these inner assumptions and these inner dialogues that you keep saying to yourself that are literally stopping your growth. Is it that you keep repeating that my life is hard? Is it that you keep repeating that the world is not good and money is bad and only evil people have money and everything is scarce and I hate my job, I hate these things? Even though you're just saying it to complain or to vent or to feel okay, these words, these phrases, you guys, is what is determining your reality. Okay, so that is why I really become very aware of how you're speaking to yourself on a daily basis. And when you speak these things, the more you say it, the more of a spell you're casting. This is your default spell right now, and these spells, then they actually transform you into your identity. So when I keep saying my life is hard, I'm casting the spell that my life is hard, and you best believe that my life will be hard. Even if it's hard right now, it's going to be 10x harder. Now once you've done that, once you've identified exactly the sentences you're using, next step is to identify the state behind these sentences, because eventually the reason why we're saying these is because we're feeling a certain way on the inside, and that certain way on the inside is what the actual emotion that we need to heal is, right? So if I keep saying that my life is hard, what am I feeling on the inside? Is it shame? Is it fear? Is it uncertainty about the unknown? Is it the fact that I feel like I'm actually not capable of making my life better? There must be something. There's some emotion on the inside that I'm avoiding. And in this stage, our main objective is is to identify our internal assumptions about our reality and really become aware of it, right? This is also called subconscious pattern working, becoming aware of your subconscious patterns on the inside so that you can take them out and heal them from the root. And this is exactly also the work we do inside the Dream Self method. So if you're someone who also wants someone to see these patterns for you and identify these patterns for you, you can book a call with me in the description. Now, once you've done that, the next step is to actually flip the internal state. So, for example, my sentences are my life is hard, and my internal state actually is the fact that I fear that I can't fix my life, right? It is fear that's actually stopping me. So instead of complaining and victim blaming and saying these things, I want to work on my internal state right now. Okay, and the state is fear. So where is this fear coming from? Why do I feel fear? What do I believe about myself right now? What limitations do I have that I feel like I cannot fix my life? Why do I feel like my outside circumstances right now are defining me instead of myself defining me? Right, so it takes a lot of inner work and like sitting with yourself and really asking these questions, right? So whatever answers you get that, this is the thing that is stopping me, or this is the thing that is stopping me, start working on those patterns. So maybe after I sit with myself, I find out that I fear that I'm actually not capable, right? That is my root cause. That is my actual fear. Now, the thing that I'm telling myself internally, and the real root cause for me experiencing a bad reality, is the fact that I feel like I'm not capable. Not that life is hard, but I'm not capable, right? So identify that one root thing or that one root sentence that you're really trying to avoid and become aware of that. Right now, once you become aware of that particular root, we're going to flip this belief. In the next step, we're going to flip this belief and we're going to say that I am capable, I can achieve anything. And instead of saying these things like these robotic affirmations, add emotion to it. So like you keep affirming things like my life is hard, or this is bad with emotion and intensity and like negativity and fear, and that sort of attracts that reality to you. Flip it. Flip the belief you have about yourself and say it with conviction, but with a positive emotion. I am capable. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I can handle things. I can achieve things. And feel as much emotion in these statements as possible. Because when you say these statements with emotion, what you're doing now is you're changing your internal assumption. My internal assumption right now is life is hard. But when I say I am capable, I can feel like life can be hard, but I am capable enough to change it. So my assumption is being changed. And because my assumption gets changed right now, the way I take actions in my reality will be changed. And because of that, I will experience a completely different reality. Because when traffic comes down, or when bad things happen, or when things happen that I can't control, I can say to myself that I am capable. I can do anything. And you see the emotion I feel right now when I say I am capable. I feel something in my body right now. I feel like I can do it. Like, bring me the worst challenge. I am capable. And I feel that conviction in myself. And because you have that emotional state and you say this word or you say this phrase with such conviction, that is when you're actually capable of making changes and changing anything on the outside, right? And then once you've made these statements for yourself, once you've made exactly who you wish to be, start speaking these phrases with emotion and completely abandon and completely leave the negative phrases, completely leave the complaining phrases. And whenever that old identity shows up that, you can't do it, or you're not capable, or things are bad, or money is bad, and we haven't made any money, and, it's still difficult, it's okay. Like, let that exist, but don't identify with it. Be like, that is my old reality, that is my old way of being, that is my old way of speaking, and keep casting the spell of new words. I am amazing, I am capable. And this is exactly the method I followed when I was trying to build my confidence. So I was someone who never felt confident in rooms. When I was walking into rooms, I felt like I was so shy, I couldn't look at people in the eyes. And I was like, you know what, I don't want to identify with this no more. So I made a doc and I made all the sentences I actually want to embody. So I was like, I own every single room I walk into. I own every single room I walk into. Everyone loves me. Everyone adores me. And these two sentences, I used to wake up in the morning and, I highly urge you guys, I don't care who you are, what you are, have a morning routine, have some affirmations always. Like, these things change your life, right? So I used to wake up in the morning and with emotion, with conviction, every single morning I was like, I own every single walk into. I own every single room I walk into. And initially it felt like such a lie because I didn't own no rooms. But then the more I said it, the more emotion I exerted in those things, I started to feel it. I started to feel some authority in myself, right? And eventually, without realizing, I transitioned into a version of myself that was owning rooms, right? And when I actually transitioned, that's when I realized that I've completely changed now. And I was like, when did this shift happen? When did I didn't try to like force it in the room itself. Something in me rewired, some emotional state in me rewired and completely changed me. So this is exactly why I urge you guys to speak your affirmations, speak with emotions, and that will completely change you. So now you can probably tell that it's not so much about what you say, but it's about your internal state. It's about your identity. It's about who you believe you are on the inside. And once you can change that and start saying the new words with the new affirmation and the new emotions and removing these blocks, basically, every single thing will shift. Okay. And as mentioned before, this is exactly the work we do inside the Dream Self Method. And I kind of feel we were, plugging my stuff in so much. But I feel like if I want people to know about this, if I want people to really join me and change themselves, then I have to be that person who's plugging my own stuff. And I'm trying to like not feel no shame in that. So I'm gonna plug it. So basically, if you are someone who genuinely wants to change, genuinely wants to evolve, this is something that will truly help you to change within the next 90 days, right? And we will do this internal work for you. And there's no more passive watching and trying to find the right tools, trying to find all these things. I have found the best tools. I have implemented the best, then I've changed completely. So I know what works. So if you wanna really join the movement and transform yourself in just the span of 90 days and be that person who gets the job, gets the money, gets the relationship, gets every single thing, then I highly implore you to book a call with me from the description box below. I will discuss everything about you, your patterns, and how you can change. And within 90 days, I promise you, together we will build a new beautiful version of yourself. And this is it, you guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.